Hi, Stacy Pellegrino here. Glad you're stopping by the post again today. Today is day 2, and today we're going to discuss niches. So let's get started. Okay. Open up the slideshow for you so you get the full effect. All right. So, what is a niche? According to Oxford Dictionary, a niche is a specialized segment of the market for a particular kind of product or service. So why do we want to find a niche? Well, you want to build a following of people that all have this same passion. Passion people participate. And when you are talking with someone's language, you can kind of connect a little deeper with them and quicker than an acquaintance, which would be more like at the surface level. And that's tough to do in a large audience. I can liken it to school. When we have small group educational classrooms, it's much easier to get to know each of the children individually and to understand their background and what's happening. So in a smaller group or a contrite niche, a small niche, a passionate niche, you will be able to have a lot more deeper conversations and posts and exchanges. So the next question is, how do we find a niche to provide this useful, valuable information and service? Page, here are some examples in the multiple niches so that you can see how powerful this strategy is. So I went to look for, I just picked 4 categories. There's a lot more than this, but animals, comedy, health, and cooking. So everybody loves a good pet video, and sometimes they're pretty humorous. So I wanted to find some that have more than 1 million followers. So let's look at, if we're going to look and we're going to do some research, let's do some successful ones. This person, or Jif Palm, has 9.1 million followers. They're considered a public figure, and you can see up here, I think it says they have posted 825 posts. And we can look at them and just kind of, this is an Instagram account, 1,000 comments. This one had 19.7 thousand with 250 comments. So you can see they're averaging in double-digit thousands. Oh, here's one. Now this is kind of different because they had a more 144,000, but only 97 comments. You just keep looking. The important thing is they're getting engagement, consistent engagement, but they do have a lot of views. Okay. And all they're doing is taking pictures of this pooch in different situations, in different clothing. It's a happy little fella. You can't help but smile when you're watching. And sometimes it almost looks like it's a fake AI, but it's a real Pomeranian puppy there. That's one. If you like animals, you can kind of think of if you have your own animal and you think that this animal can draw the attention, this is something you could look at and use as a reference so that you could do similar things and get some of the, try to get some of that market. We had puppies, let's look at cats. This particular account is Nala Cat, and she has 4.5 million followers, and they also have, but look at how many more posts. 7,295 posts, where the previous one only had, let's look real quick, compared to 825 posts. There you go. So you can look and see what kind of posts they were doing, what kind of things got the most attention. 58,000, 236,000, 331,000, 14,000 likes. So we're researching, we're doing some things. Here is a YouTube channel. Dr. Mike. Now, when we look at Dr. Mike's information, he's got 12.7 million subscribers. This one post here, I'm trying to see, had 279,000 likes, and they had 1,279 comments. If you enjoy creating content, create your own podcast, or if you already have a podcast, you can research the successful podcast presenters and see what they're doing and perhaps model some ideas pertaining to your niche. Now, not everyone's a doctor with that kind of information, but you may be an expert in another field that you'd like to share. And anything that you have that's knowledgeable that you can pass on to someone else can create your own channel. How about cooking? Everybody loves food influencers. So Instagram seems to be a big platform for that. This Rosanna Pisano, I picked her because she's a young YouTuber, says she's a TV host, New York Times bestselling author, I don't know if she started off there and then created this, or if her YouTubing is what gave her the platform, and that's maybe what she has written about. So you can check out hers again. Double-digit thousands as far as their likes. So those are engagements, not just views, engagements. Okay. You might want to just kind of review some of the things that she has posted. She was relatable, and she's posting all kinds of things, and people relate to her and like her. When you're creating a niche, you need to find something that you're passionate about. Also on Instagram, it's called The Pioneer Woman. She has 4.3 million followers, but she's posted 3,400 posts plus, right? She's got 1,000 followers. Looks like she has a deal with Walmart. And this woman is, as you can see, also with millions of followers. They have hundreds, tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands engagement and conversations. You start to build like a family around your brand, because people want to come and see what you're doing. Building that know, like, and trust factor is part of it, and we'll talk about that in another time also. But I just want you to look and see what kind of things they're posting. Look at, if you like cooking, go through and see if successful influencer and what they use to post on their place, how much of their personal life they let come through, and also what they use professionally as far as tips and hacks and suggestions that people look forward to hearing about. Okay. So let's look over here. And they have 40 million likes. So perhaps you'll enjoy silly things that happen, or you're good at putting statements to an existing video or picture that creates even more humor. You're a meme maker, perhaps. But you can see this is person, endless possibilities, a nightmare for cleaning staff. And you can see now, I'm sure that they didn't go out and make all this content, which will lead us into some other discussions as far as how you create posts and content that people enjoy using other people's content. That'll be another lesson for sure. So one of the things you need to do when you're starting to look about creating a niche is you have to research. You need to see what is successful so that you can model after that. And also, I want to introduce you to the ChatGPT tool. I have a page created for this presentation in particular, and I used it to help me come up with some ideas for niches, as if I had no clue what I'm interested in. Like, I just don't know where to start. It's overwhelming. So I put in this here. It says, hi, today I'm looking for the top 50 niches of interest in the United States that people are very dedicated to or passionate about that apply to their daily lives. And they gave me some, vague titles and subject areas. They aren't really, excuse me, what we call niched down. So like fitness and wellness, healthy eating and nutrition, home workouts, yoga, weight loss, personal finance, budgeting. I love ChatGPT because you can use it as like your own personal assistant. You've got your own 24/7 brain trust right here, something that can help you zero in on what it is that you're trying to create. Or I said to ChatGPT, these are great ideas. However, let's dive deeper into the top 10 in the list. Please provide 10 micro niches in each of those top 10 niches you provided above. So under fitness and wellness, they came up with some smaller niches that we maybe will go under fitness and wellness. So they have high intensity interval training, CrossFit, strength training, healthy eating and nutrition. Here they've gone down a little closer, and we have some sub niches or micro niches of ketogenic diets, the keto, plant-based diets, intermittent fasting, low carb diets, paleo diets. So you could create a niche in any one of these. As you see, it just keeps providing micro niches for those top 10 categories that I asked about. So you can see how you can use ChatGPT to help get some ideas flowing. For me, one of the most challenging things is specify a niche, but not getting too specific. So you have to be really careful. So my suggestion is that tonight you do some research in categories that you might be passionate about, or to help you zero in on what you're passionate about. And I did say I was going to give you the 50 social. So here you go. Faceless marketing is all about the niche. Once you've chosen that niche, you may wonder, what is the next step? So the acronym to turn to is 50 social. F for faceless, I for Instagram, F for Facebook, T for TikTok, and Y for YouTube. The top 4 platforms are Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube right now. Other things that you can keep on the back burner for later, Pinterest. You might want to do a blog or a vlog. You might have members areas or create courses for people. So generally what we want to do tonight is you want to really take a few minutes and think about what it is that you enjoy in your life. Think about what you'd like to dive in deeper and learn more about to share with other people. There's no right or wrong. You just have to start somewhere. You pick something. If it doesn't work out for you, then you pick something else later. Just start learning and practicing and doing without having to be concerned over who's watching, because remember, with faceless marketing, you're an undercover marketer. So we've learned a lot about niches tonight. You're going to look up something you're passionate about and come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to review different types of faceless channels, from motivational to viral clipping and listicles to tutorials. So until tomorrow, ciao.